Hey there, my name is Gabriel, and this is my game Storms of Eos. This game has been a huge passion project of mine. I worked on it for a number of years, but it's been on hold for now as I work on other game projects that I want to work on. I put this on hold so that I could work on things like three-dimensional games. This right here is a two-dimensional game. It's a platform shooter with an emphasis on 360-degree controls and lots of pixel art. I worked on the whole game myself with a little bit of help with sound effects from a friend of mine. Another friend of mine worked on some of the music, but what you're hearing in the background is something I made myself for this game. Alright, so this is my character Brianna Stone that I made previously, but really quick I'd like to show you the character creation, character appearance menu. You can change your body type, you can change your skin color, you can change what headgear you have and what eye color you have. For some of the pieces of headgear, the eye color determines the color of the headgear. You can change the hairstyle, hair color. This is a part where you would be able to change the base space suit or base armor of your character to change it cosmetically, but I left that part just with the one option because I thought this was good enough for this stage of production. This right here is a number of colors that you can use for your primary and secondary color for your armor, and we've got names for each color. You can left click this random button right here to get a brand new look for your character, and you can right click it to get a randomly generated name off of a list of names that I had made for this game. If you're not satisfied though, you can type in whatever you want here. For example, fonts are very cool, and that is because I made all the fonts for this game myself using Photoshop. Alright, so here's our character Brianna Stone. Right now we are inside of a Cavalier dropship, which is your home in the stars, but also acts as your base of operation and your main menu for your character. So you can choose what loadouts you want to bring to the battlefield, go over stats for the weapons that you have in your inventory as you unlock more weapons. And the stat shows the damage type, some stuff to do with damage per second, the dispersion, and some quirks to do with the weapon. It also shows the faction that the weapon belongs to. You do have to manage the ammo for each weapon on your loadout, but if you're wearing additional armor, supplementary armor, like this medium armor right here, it adds to your load capacity, making it so that you can carry more ammo for the weapons that you have. Right now there's only one ability in the game, and that's a jetpack. It allows you to get around the battlefield quicker and get out of sticky situations. There are also helmets, like this one, and those change some characteristics of how you take damage. This one makes it so you don't get any bonus damage on you when you get hit in the head, which is important. And then Hazard Operator allows you to withstand fire damage, or it lasts half as long as it normally would. So let's jump right into the combat. I'm going to set up a match with AI characters. I'm going to go with the default loadout, and we're going to charge straight into battle. So here I've got the Jaeger rifle. It's a general purpose semi-auto rifle. Every weapon in this game has a reload animation, just about all of them. I believe there's one or two weapons that I didn't get around to making a reload animation for them. All of the animations in this game are interpolated between coded-in keyframes. And I made all of the code for the animation of the characters myself. As you can see, the grass on the ground conforms to the movement of the characters. Not just me, but my teammates and my allies. There's a a lot of attention to detail that I put in this game. Now that I'm on fire, I can, well, I wasn't on fire very long, but if you slide on the ground, it will make you on fire for a lot less time, which is something you definitely want to do. When you or somebody else takes damage, it shows an X-ray of the part of the body that was hit with the damage. If somebody's hit in the head, it shows a skull over where their skull is. And then if you get hit in the body, here we go. I put myself out. If you get hit in the body, then it shows a rib cage. Alright, we also have melee weapons in this game. There's only one working right now, and that is the combat knife. Now I'm on fire again. Alright, now I'm going to show you a different weapon. We're going to go with the short cannon and the revolver. Short cannon is a piece of heavy ordnance that's single shot, single fire. It's got a bit of a ballistic arc to it. And it's got a lot of dispersion when you just switch to it or after you fire. So it's important that you don't fire it right away in order to retain aim. The revolver is pretty simple. You can fire it really fast at close range to do a lot of damage, or you can fire it slower at a greater distance. Then here's the booster pack that I'm using right now to get behind my enemies. Oh, and I got taken out with the guy with a knife. Alright, now I'm playing as the character with the supplementary armor, so I'm going slower. Now in this game, supplementary armor does change your damage resistance to certain damage types. I am of the belief that the whole damage type system in this version of the game is a little overcomplicated. And so when I revisit this game eventually, I do plan to throw away the current damage type model and replace it with something more simpler. So right now I'm using the rocket launcher. It's one of the few weapons that doesn't have reload animation. It's got a big splash radius, and it does a lot of damage. This is the burst rifle. It's a hit-scan weapon. It doesn't do as much damage per second as the Jaeger rifle, but it acts at longer ranges and has good headshot potential. And that is about everything to do with regular combat in this iteration of Storms of Eos. There are more weapons I could show you, but I have a video that I uploaded previously that goes over every weapon in the game so far. So now I'm going to quit out of this match, and we are going to play on just a brand new, very small level. Whoops. We're going to reduce the height and width to only 50 blocks. And then I'm going to go into the debug menu and show you the hitbox. You can see that when we crouch, it lowers the hitbox and makes it a smaller, makes your character a smaller target, and you become even smaller when you slide. And the little gray and rainbow colored thing behind the player is actually your collision mask for the environment. And so now I'm going to spawn some people that have a small melee fight with. And we can duke it out for just a little bit. I can show you the parry mechanic. So when two people melee each other at the same time, it parries. There's a small margin where you can melee at the same, or at almost the same time, and it will count as a parry. I'm a little too good, so they can't parry me at the moment, but that's just because I've been doing a lot of practice today. So you can tell from the sound effect when it parries. It's got a kind of clashing sound effect, and two people get knocked away from each other when it's a successful parry. I do plan on adding larger melee weapons that have a slower swing speed, but do a higher amount of damage. The parry system would treat these weapons the same as any other melee weapon, so you're at a risk of being parried if you're going against somebody with a smaller melee weapon, but you're guaranteed to do more damage if you successfully hit with a larger melee weapon. And that is the extent of Storms of Eos development. There is stuff that I skipped over. You can see that a lot of work went into the visuals of this game. I wanted it to be a very, very pretty thing to look at while also being something fun to play. I'm happy with it, but there are plenty of things that I am wanting to change when I end up working on this again. Thank you for watching. I'm excited to share more prototypes of mine with you. My name is Gabriel, and take care.